Hi, 8th grade. Today we're going to be working on finding the slope and the y-intercept from an equation. In your notes box, write down the equation of a line. Y equals mx plus b. So in this line we have a lot of variables. First we have our y and our x, which I'm going to underline in red. What do our y and our x represent? These are just our points on the line. So every point on the line has an x and y coordinate. And so those two variables represent your x coordinate and your y coordinate. Then we also have this variable m and a variable b. What does m represent? M is your slope. You can also think of your slope as the rate of change. And then your slope we've also talked about, if you're working with Miss Mack, as your rise over your run. And then we have our b. Our b is our y-intercept. Which is the same as our initial value, or the point when x equals 0. So it'll be 0, comma, whatever b is. So these are the different parts of our line. And then today we're going to work on pulling out the slope and the y-intercept from an equation. Alright, so now we have a few equations that we need to find the slope and the y-intercept from. I'm going to rewrite my general equation for a line on top, y equals mx plus b. Which variable in this equation is your slope? Look at your notes. Yeah, your m is your slope, and your b is your y-intercept. So now I'm going to look at equation 1. What is my slope of this line? What is my m? I know that my m is the variable right next to my x. So my m is going to be negative 2. My b is my y-intercept, so it's the one that doesn't have a variable next to it. So my y-intercept is going to be 2. I'm also going to write this as a point, 0, comma 2. Because when your y is 0, when your y, for your y-intercept, the x value is always 0. Now let's try the next one. What's our slope of this line? Our slope is the number next to the variable, so our slope is negative 6. What's our y-intercept? Our y-intercept will be negative 3, which we can write as 0, comma, negative 3. Looking at line 3, what is our slope for line 3? It's the number right next to your x, so it's negative 2 over 5. And what is your y-intercept? It's your other number, which is negative 2. How can we write negative 2 as a point? 0, negative 2. Looking at line 4, what is our slope? It's the number next to our x, so it's 1/2. What is our y-intercept? It's the other number, so it's 3, which you can write as 0, comma 3. Alright, you have 2 more examples on the back. We'll go through one of them together, and then we'll go through some practice problems. So this one is y equals negative 4/9 x minus 3. What's our slope? Our slope is negative 4 over 9. And then what is our y-intercept? Our y-intercept is negative 3. How can we write this as a point? 0, comma, negative 3. Now we're going to review identifying whether a slope is positive or negative. Looking at this first line, if we imagine this line, is it as a hill? Is it an uphill or a downhill? So if we imagine that we have a person at the top of this line, all the way on the left. Are they going up the hill or down the hill? They are going down the hill, so it is negative. Is the next line positive or negative? If we have a person here, they'll be going up the hill, so it is positive. Go ahead and finish up the rest of your worksheet independently.